What's happening? Thanks for joining us again. I'm Chris.
John.
Noah.
You're going to say so much this time.
So much?
So much.
Quality
All right.
input.
Today we're looking at Allagash Black. It is their Belgian style stout. Comes in at 7.5% in Allagash out of Portland, Maine. I guess this is new to 4-packs, or at least new to 4-packs in New Hampshire here.
Everything's new to New Hampshire.
Everything is. Granite is not. Beers, yes. So like we just got this in Brewtopia a couple days ago. 4-packs. We've had it in the big 750s forever. I've never had it though. I've had all the other offerings from them, but
I tend to avoid Belgians. Not typically my favorite. The yeast notes don't do well with me, but we'll see how this one goes.
yeah, I know I've probably had a Belgian stout before, but
Ooh, nice cascade though.
I can't really think of what it may have been. There.
Oh, maybe it was Stones because they did the Belgian offerings of all their beers.
Oh yeah, the odd beers for odd years.
Right.
I tried the Belgo barley wine and imperial stout.
Right. The stout was done with anise. It was a little unusual.
Okay.
As dark as I would expect.
Yeah, so it's like a real dark
Amber.
amber, like almost like a
Maple syrup. When you get the darkest
Yeah.
grade of the maple syrup.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice cream colored head
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
about a finger, cream colored head.
It's a thin head though. I mean, there's a lot of bubbles in the head. It's not a real thick, stouty head, I would say.
Oh, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not like an ice cream thick head. But yeah, I mean, let's see for. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, definitely the first thing you're getting on the nose are those.
Belgian
Yeah, like
sour.
the Belgian like yeast notes there.
A little bit of creamy smell too.
Yep.
Reminiscent of maybe Guinness. Fresh poured Guinness has that little bit of cream smell to it.
Mm. Yeah, there's a little roasted malt under that. Yeah, that seems to be the main characters of what I'm getting there.
I'm not going to say that this tastes really much like a stout.
No,
Or a thin stout, if that.
Yeah, it goes very thin over
does,
the
like-
tongue.
I'm noticing it has a pretty, like a really big, like creamy mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
Just, the general, that carbonation, there's a little bit of that yeast complexity in there. But it seems to, it's not too sharp. It blends well with the roasted malts I'm thinking in here.
And definitely a chocolate in there too.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not going to say that I'm going to count this up there with my top stouts. I
It
really
does have a little of that Belgian sourness.
Yeah,
too.
it definitely, it's almost like a Belgian ale that's spiked with stout flavorings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a Belgian stout and a typical American stout are probably going to be worlds apart. But say the interpretation style. Again, I haven't had a bajillion stouts from, so I can't compare it. Say, but
Well, I'm getting a little cherry out of it now.
yeah, there's definitely sort of a darker like fruit note in there too. It does. I would drink this. I would definitely get more of these. I know it's not.
I would not.
Yeah, and I know it's not your favorite style, and you knew that going into this anyway. But I mean, fair enough. I think it's a well put together beer.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like stout is misleading though.
I would agree there, and I would say it's a drinkable beer. It's just happens not to be my flavor range. I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's just not for my flavor. So.
Right. It's like pumpkin beer could be the greatest beer in the world.
Absolutely.
But I will never know because I don't like the flavor of pumpkin in my beer.
So, as far as this offering goes, if you like Belgian style beers and if you want to experiment with an odd stout, go for it.
It's a dark toasted Belgian.
Yeah.
We've invented a new style this evening.
Dark toasted Belgian. It's like if you're like someone from Belgium who's really tan.
I suppose so.
That got burned. I don't know. Sunburns. But anyway, I don't know. I I enjoy it for what it is. I definitely would pick it up again, but to each their own.
Right. It's definitely an unusual beer. It's worth a shot.
Cool. All right, so that was Allagash Black, their Belgian style stout. That pretty much wraps it up. We're pretty much done enjoying it. So hope you're enjoying something too, and see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.